I know, me too. Rhett Dukes is here to help us out, though, from Ross and Hall Kitchen and Beer Garden. Thank you so much for being here. You're doing Eggs Benedict, huh? This looks fancy.
Yeah, apparently it's National Eggs Benedict Day.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Who knew?
Now, is there a secret to doing Eggs Benedict?
Well, there's a lot of different components that make up this dish.
Okay.
Hollandaise is always a tricky thing. It kind of scares people or intimidates them.
Yeah.
And as we're talking about, like, poaching an egg is kind of a lost art.
Yes.
So that's one of the things. So I'm going to kind of show you how to start on your hollandaise, and I have some made too, because
let's do
it
that.
typically takes about 10 to 15 minutes, depending on your speed of your whipping or your
really?
whisking, if you will.
Okay.
So I start my eggs over hot boiling water, turn it down to a simmer. You don't want to leave your eggs on there too long, because if you do, then they'll start to cook, and you don't want them to cook.
Ah, okay.
And then I take my ingredients. I use hot sauce, Worcestershire sauce, lemon juice, white wine, a little vinegar. And that just kind of helps flavor and also loosen the egg yolks a little bit. And just continue to cook that. Whisking it as fast as you can go. Try not to make a mess. Use a bigger bowl too, even if you're using a couple egg yolks, just so it doesn't splash everywhere.
Okay.
And I like to get my clarified butter hot. That way it also helps speed up the process of the cooking.
Got it. Interesting.
Yes, so just whisking away. And also while I'm doing this, I'm going to drop a few eggs in the water. Would you like to help me?
I would love to.
All right, you can go ahead and just throw those, well, don't throw them, but drop those eggs into the water.
Gently.
Yes, sir. And I get my water, I start my water boiling again with poaching liquid. I throw a little white wine vinegar in there.
Oh, that's what I've heard to do. Okay.
Yes, and a little salt as well.
Okay.
That way they have flavor, seasoning. And then it kind of drops onto a simmer, and then I drop my temperature down just a little bit. So as I'm doing that, they cook, and they're not going to overcook while I'm doing my hollandaise.
This is like a three-person job.
I know.
Well, yeah, and the way we
You
do
can
it,
handle it. It's like a three of us job, yes.
and so there are a lot of components, you know, and what it is just all about timing.
Yeah.
Got
It really is, because the hollandaise isn't going to wait all day for you to get it finished
No,
with
it's
everything
not.
else.
But you can do your hollandaise before you poach your eggs as well.
Okay.
And let it sit. It can sit out, you know, 20,
Yeah.
30 minutes. But you kind of want to cover it with plastic or something so
Right.
you get that film on top.
Nice. Okay. And how long do those eggs cook?
I cook mine about 4 to 5 minutes, if
Okay.
that, depending on how many eggs I'm dropping in the water. And you can kind of see how the eggs kind of came together and how the yolks are starting to, you can kind of see the yolks are starting to round out and really hold their shape.
Right.
You do brunch Saturday and Sunday?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Right.
let's do a quick assembly here. We've got about 30 seconds left to show folks how to put this whole thing together and make it into a thing of beauty.
Oh.
So we already have some ingredients there. Here's my plate. Let's see if I can knock something over. All right. So we have our grit cakes. Our grit cakes, we make a cheesy grit. And then we dust it with a little cornstarch and pan sear it.
Perfect.
We have a sausage that we do.
Oh, I love that idea.
I mean, it's a little different. I mean, there's so many different variations of Eggs Benedict. It's pretty ridiculous. You probably couldn't even count them. A little asparagus that we have.
Nice. All grilled up there.
And then a
Beautiful.
little bacon, purple potato and bacon hash with poblanos and onions. Let's get these eggs out of there.
Yes, you
We'll
just
take
never,
that.
never do it the ordinary way, you know?
No, we
love that.
chefs like to be fancy.
Yeah. And Ross and Hall Kitchen and Beer Garden, by the way, located, gee, I can't imagine where it would be located. Maybe Ross and Hall?
There you go. You can find this recipe and a link to Ross and Hall Kitchen on our website, fox4news.com. That's a thing of beauty.
Wow. You made it look easy. All right.